takes it behind the net and a little further now. Floated it back to Will Borgen. Sets it up. There's a shot and a stick break for Mackey as it went flying. He'll go and get a substitution instead of a new stick. Cooley, watched there by Hayden Fleury. Trocheck to the blue line. Gavrikov fired it through a crowd as two Rangers were in tight, Radish and Cooley. And that'll take a good bounce for the Jets and get out. Gavrikov, the former longtime Blue Jacket and King, moves it back to Borgen. He'll take his time. New York is changing right now. Edstrom looked to get that in deep and he couldn't. Winnipeg is on the move, flipped in by Nyquist, who took a check there from Melash. Taves swinging through. He's got points in 3 straight. Kepke, centering pass. He was looking for Nyquist. Brodzinski will muscle that out. Edstrom off the wing. A pass. Brodzinski reached back, but a good play positionally by Nyquist. Now tape to Kepke, and in he comes against Gavrikov. Stops, puts it to the goal. Rebound! Oh, and a good chance there for Taves, and he couldn't capitalize.
That's why you shoot the puck. If you have no other play, put it to the net. And Jonathan Taves is on the weak side. The rebound was on a tee. Nearly made it 2.
Salomonson takes that pass from Sandberg, and a good feed of his own ahead to Lowry as he went into the Rangers' end, but had it knocked away. Now Miller, slow pass to center. Catching up to it is Sherry, the former two-time Penguin. He's been around a little bit. Spent the last season in the American Hockey League as it's chipped toward the side of the net. Comrie leaves it for Pion. Now Karche off the boards. His pass for Sherry. Miller behind the goal. That hit the broken stick of Mackey that's been out there for quite some time, and out it goes. See, Perfetti trying to steal a pass inside the Rangers zone. Now it's pounded into Jets ice. Lafreniere just onto the ice looking for the puck. Alexis Lafreniere threaded one through to Perreault. He'll turn and absorbs a bump, but he made the pass to Lafreniere, the former first overall pick. Gavrikov, some fancy footwork. His pass hit Scheifele though, and he'll drag that away. Had it knocked away, and the Rangers keep it in. Perreault getting some help from Lafreniere with a shot, and that'll climb the ladder, end up behind the goal. DeMello is on it. Now Perfetti's able to scoop that down. Gavrikov, Scheifele had the stick out there. It'll deflect to Fleury. Now the pass intended for Iafallo at neutral ice. Mackey stepped up on him. Iafallo got it through to Scheifele. Connor is waiting there too. It'll be Lafreniere though, and then a bump by Salomonson on Perreault. The Jets have limited the Rangers' quality chances so far. Miller had the best, probably hit the post earlier in this first period of play.
It's a perfect template here for a back-to-back road game for Winnipeg. Keep it as low event as you can. Responsible. Force New York to earn every square inch.
Radish, pass intended for Cooley, and it's intercepted. Barron snaps it cross ice, but he didn't get to the red line, and that's icing.
Well, if you don't have a play, I mean, either eat it, put it down behind the net, or just shoot it. And if you look to the top left of your screen, look at the delay and the patience here from Jonathan Taves. Funnel to the net, and that rebound is dangerous. So making something out of nothing. Good decision from Kepke. Nearly ended up in the second goal for the Winnipeg Jets. And there's that bomb. Connor Mackey's stick lets him down at the worst possible time.
Will Cooley shovel it on the backhand, denied there by Comrie. Skating quickly now is Lambert. Brad Lambert, support from Barron, who is bumped there by Borgen. Played off the backboards by Garand. Now around to the corner. Morgan Barron beaten to the spot by Cooley. Lambert finishes his check on Mackey. Trocheck dropped it back to Borgen as the Rangers look to organize here in the late stages of period 1. Borgen off the stick of Barron, who heads off now.
Just an outstanding job from Morgan Barron. It's Brad Lambert that has the puck with speed in the neutral zone. He loses it. Barron's off his hip, and he reinforces the play to keep it going in the O-zone. And Barron on the forecheck just will not allow the puck out.
Morrissey back quickly. He's closed on by Connor Sherry. He's got 3 goals, 12 points this year. Sandberg along the end boards. Morrissey quickly starts away with it. And separated himself from the checker. That feed by Velarde didn't go in. Under a minute left in the period. Cole Perfetti on the puck. Into the torso of the Captain Lowry. Now DeMello with a drive. And that is stopped by Garand. Dylan DeMello with a good look.
Couple shots on net for Dylan DeMello. Garand is equal to the task. Nice job. Look at the defense. Low and slow until you get the puck. Here's the speed. And look at Morgan Barron. Lambert loses it. 30 kilometers an hour. Barron grabs the loose puck. And then that isn't where it ends. There's more heavy lifting where Adam Lowry protects the puck, wins a battle D to D, and there's a shot to the glove side. Garand says, no, not in my first game. A couple shots from Dylan DeMello, who's rebounded nicely.
Zibanejad pulled that one back, and he's got it on the return feed. Zibanejad 66 points, 29 goals this season. As Perreault stepped away from Morrissey. Swinging low to grab it is Mark Scheifele with a half minute remaining. Morrissey's pass. That deflects back to the Jets blue line. High follow. Short feed. He got it through to Connor. He wobbled that one off the defender Gavrikov. And that puck just lifted out to center ice. Glove down there by Pionk. Morrissey with 10 left. Pionk faked the pass to Scheifele. Morrissey will blast that right to the goal. So a successful opening 20 minutes for these Jets.
Really stable first. Maybe a couple little breakdowns. JT Miller's shot off of the post could have changed this game early. Little puck luck there, but the Jets managed that first period really well in a back-to-back scenario on the road. Keep it fairly low event. Adam Lowry with a beautiful pass from Velarde for the lone goal of this first period. Good start here for the Winnipeg Jets.
They outshot the Rangers by a count of 11-4. It was Lowry from Velarde and Perfetti. That's the only goal of the opening period, and the Jets captain will be our guest when we come back. Stay with us. You're watching Jets on TSN.
LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Yo, who's got next?
The most epic dunks are at Wendy's this March Madness. Dunk a fry in a Frosty and see for yourself.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation rentals, you can save up to 30%.
Good, horsey. Thanks, voice in the sky.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
Larry, check this out. With On Deck, we can get a small business loan fast and start hiring more help right away.
Or Loan Cannon!
There's a better way to get a fast small business loan. On Deck, the online lender that makes it easy to choose your loan and if approved, get funds as soon as the same day. Your loan is on deck.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower with Select Cut is the most powerful mower in its class, featuring an aluminum deck that allows for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Designed for durability that's guaranteed for life. All powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery. One battery powers all tools. Find an Ego retailer near you.
Mom, Dad. It's not what you expected. You want me to get ahead, right? Well, I can be on the cutting edge in the military, alongside some of the brightest minds really digging into what I'm into. I can see myself being great at this, and I think you will too.
Hey, can we talk? It's just me and you, girl.
Old Spice turned our boys to men, although we've come to the end of the road, and still I can't let go. Give me that Old Spice. Look how tall you got. It's Old Spice's mesmerizing.
I can't look away.
Cleaning that greasy mess?
And not even scrubbing.
Will fluff my feathers.
Dawn Platinum is bringing it.
You know it. It cuts through the grease better than their old dish soap.
Keep quacking.
Platinum breaks down the slimy stuff it would leave behind, removing 99% of grease and food residue. That's why only Dawn is trusted to save wildlife.
Yeah.
I'd fly south for a clean like that.
Dawn Platinum, the better grease getter.
Sorry, folks, we're stuck. Tour's over.
It's over?
Here.
This morning, we need to start on time. Unlike what happened yesterday in Pittsburgh, well, a successful opening 20 minutes for the Jets as they lead the Rangers 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. Dan Robertson joined now by the goal scorer in that opening period, Adam Lowry. Adam, I would think you're happy as a group with your opening 20. If you are, tell me why.
Yeah, obviously a lot better than yesterday, getting down a couple early, digging yourselves a hole. But, I just thought we were a little more direct. We got through the neutral zone a lot better and created some chances. I think, Com's made some big saves when we needed him, but, we got through the neutral zone. We stopped their forecheck, and we broke the pucks out efficiently and spent a lot of time in their end.
So it's an early start for you guys today. Of course, you played on Thursday in Boston, yesterday in Pittsburgh. Get in at a decent time last night, but left for the rink at 9 a.m. For you personally, how do you get going for these early starts?
Early starts, I think, playing in the Western Conference, where we're not used to a ton of afternoon games, especially this early. But, you just try and get the body moving, try and get up early and, get a good warm-up so that your first shift, you're feeling a little better. I think, playing the back-to-back afternoon games almost easier. Casey always jokes that you don't have to warm up as hard for the second one. You're already warm. So, I think a little bit of that plays into it as well.
All right, play analyst for us. We'll show you your goal starting in your own end. Take us through it.
So Gavrikov and Fox, I think early on I wanted to chip it out to Fetz, but they had a good gap, so he just tried to keep skating. Fox made a good play at the line to actually knock it down, but then, Fetz finds G streaking, and, he puts it on my tape in the crease, and fortunately I didn't miss it.
Excellent. Thanks for your time as always, Adam.
Thanks, guys.
Fifth goal of the year for Adam Lowry. We'll step aside when we come back. A close look at Jets prospect Nikita Chibrikov.
Ken doesn't know everything, but he does know if you bundle your flights, cars, hotels, vacation rentals, you can save up to 30%.
Good, horsey. Thanks, voice in the sky.
Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
LinkedIn is pretty great for discussing the latest ideas. We cannot stop your brother-in-law from discussing his ideas.
I call it the swimming desk. It's work up here, swim down there.
We can help you explore new roles. We cannot help if the patients still don't know the row closest in the back. Yikes. And while we can't stop what's growing in the office fridge, LinkedIn can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Every rep, every shift. No shortcuts, just grit. Stronger every day. Mentally, physically, emotionally. From the gym to the ice. Time to...
An intriguing prospect for the Winnipeg Jets. Played 8 games with Winnipeg last year, 43 with the Moose this year. Here's a really neat in-antlers feature on Nikita Chibrikov.
Summer, he's in tremendous shape. His body looks great. He feels great.
Just keep working, and I know my goal. Try to work 110% everywhere, because when I step on the ice, just try to be like an animal.
He's a fiery kid that he's fun to watch.
Back shot across and they score!
I want to help my team win and do all my best.
The zone goes between the legs. Tries to cut to the goal and he scores!
We'll do it for us. We'll get it first.
different practice today, so just have a fun time. It's good for her, so she's improving. She becomes better as a player.
The first night I was really nervous because obviously he went to Canada, and for me I was like thinking, oh, how can I travel to Canada because it's a bit far, but I managed to do that because also during the season I need to have some like breaks just for practicing. It's really good that I can come here. We really support each other, which means a lot because sometimes I know better what I have to say to him because I'm also an athlete.
Their relationship is great for both of them from what I've seen, and it's very obvious the way they support each other. It again too is two athletes together. They understand each other.
If I'm playing against her, I try to be competitive, but she's pretty good. She's just try to hit me good balls, and just when I score, I just that's it. Come on.
In the 2021 NHL Draft, the Winnipeg Jets have selected Nikita Chibrikov of St. Petersburg.
Everything was new for me. First year, I came like really early here to start like learn English.
Goes around, shoots, and he scores! Nikita Chibrikov hits the corner.
I was so excited to start playing here.
Okay, across the ice, one-timer, they score!
Every guy around me was really helpful, really friendly. It's helped me like through these years to grow up like a person and like a player. Try to stay connected with my family always. My father, I think he's the biggest fan, so he's like wake up every like game at 4, 3 a.m. It doesn't matter for him, and if he watches, it kind of helps me. It makes me more confident on the ice.
Fishes for Chibrikov into the zone with the shot, and he scores! Nikita Chibrikov! Chibrikov scores! The first NHL goal for Nikita Chibrikov!
I'm still hungry. I still want to more. I'm not done my work here, and so you can say like I'm a Winnipegger now.
Our thanks to the creative folks with the Manitoba Moose for that feature on Chibrikov. We'll take a break. When we come back, Frankie Corrado will join me.
At Amazon, LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, and lasting remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Great housewarming. I love the fortune teller.
New home? New worries. Is that my AC breaking? An American Home Shield warranty can help protect major home systems and appliances, no matter how old. They can fix it? If AHS can't repair the covered item, they'll replace it. Washer beyond repair? Replaced!
Whoa. Are you like a medium?
Extra small, but thanks for noticing. American Home Shield. Sign up today at ahs.com.
Kalshi is available nationwide and lets you live trade against others on anything, right from your phone.
Right on! And that will probably be easier for you, because you don't have giant wide receiver hands. Let me see if I can pull up the Kalshi app. Dang it, not the time travel app again. Stupid Hall of Fame wide receiver hand. T.O.
Not that time travel app again.
Trade on anything with Kalshi.
In their only visit, of course, to Madison Square Garden this year, Adam Lowry scored the goal. Dan Robertson joined by Frankie Corrado, who is with us today. We appreciate it, Frankie, and we'll continue on talking about Adam Lowry. I thought he was pretty good in Pittsburgh yesterday and continues on, at least in the early goings of this one against New York.
You could sense that something was coming for Adam Lowry in a good way. Like, that was a good period for him. It started with his line having a cycle shift early in the first period where they're all over the puck. They're getting the retrievals, then they get some point shots, and they get some bodies going to the front of the net. That establishes what that line is going to bring to the table in this game against the New York Rangers. So you like a lot of the things that they're doing process-wise, and for Adam Lowry specifically, you know, finding ways to jump in to protect a teammate, using his body to get to the front of the net, maybe get a tip chance, getting body positioning, and then it all gets capped off by Adam Lowry scoring a goal because he's willing to take that body right through the middle of the ice, beat his defenseman to the net, and end up scoring a goal on the back door. So a lot of things that you like to see from him in that period, he was doing. Pretty indicative of the type of player he can be, has been for a long time, and gets rewarded for a really strong 20 minutes for himself and his line.
5th of the year and 126th goal of his career. The Jets' power play has not been great this year. It's 23rd in the NHL going into play today. They had the one chance in the first. Tell us what you saw in that opportunity.
Too many times on that Jets power play, it was one Winnipeg player trying to beat one New York player. And chances are, if you're the offensive team in that situation, all it takes is one stick to be in your way, and now you're having to go fish the puck 200 feet back down the ice and try and establish an entry again. So for the Jets, it was a lot of rinse and repeat. Bring the puck up the ice, try and challenge one-on-one, one-on-two, 1-versus-3, get stripped, and go back down the ice. And then they tried to change the course of action a little bit, see if they can dump a puck in, have a retrieval that way, but eventually it gets stuck on the wall, and you're doing the same thing. So if the Jets, or when the Jets, get another power play at some point in this game, they have to make sure that there's a little more support, and so that they're not trying to do things by themselves, and then it's just one stick or one bumbled puck, and it's going back the other way. They can do it. They know how to do it. They just need a little more support, and to not have one player trying to do too much on their power play.
Terrific as always, Frankie. We will check in the second intermission as this one rolls along. That's a look at Confusion Corner in Winnipeg. Okay, it's not. That's Manhattan traffic on a Sunday.
LinkedIn is pretty great for discussing the latest ideas. We cannot stop your brother-in-law from discussing his ideas.
I call it the swimming desk. It's work up here and swim down there.
We can help you explore new roles. We cannot help if the patients still don't know the row closest in the back. Yikes. And while we can't stop what's growing in the office fridge, LinkedIn can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Yo, who's got next?
Make a difference. Text Jets to 20450 for your Winnipeg Jets 50/50 tickets, presented by Play Now.
Win half the jackpot, support local youth, and change the game together.
Right on! So Adam Lowry's first goal since the 13th of January against the Islanders. That's the game where Neil Pionk was hurt. Started a succession of a lot of games where he missed. Gabe Vilardi 31 assists now, and Cole Perfetti 18 on the season. Good first period, and
exactly how you want it to look on the road, and not overly inspired, to be quite frank, as far as the New York Rangers. 4 shots on net, and you kind of see like there's not a whole lot of confidence in their game, not a whole lot of snap in their game at home ice, on home ice at least. It came close once when the captain JT Miller, and the Jets took over from there.
And they look a little different than when we saw them recently in Winnipeg, but lots of room for them to change that narrative as the second period has begun. Salamonson taken out by Cartier. A floating puck ends up in the far corner. Sherry is there. Miller, he looked to sweep it back all the way. Schneider had to come up and move it behind the net. Miller steered it back to Braden Schneider. Reached for by Miller, and now Cartier just missed it as the Rangers start the period in the Jet zone. Miller ducked a check, point pass. Robertson shoots, and he missed the net. Schneider now centering past Miller, and he's covered effectively by Velarde. Miller stolen, and Cartier scores! What an opening shift for the Rangers here in the second. We're tied at 1.
Yeah, they went to work right away down low and protecting the puck. Everything was to the perimeter, but they had full control, and eventually if you chase, you got an opportunity to find a hole. JT Miller penetrates the middle, and then it was Cooley that follows in on the second layer. 2-on-1, nothing much happening there, but then those two continue to one, and there's someone open. It was Cartier. Jumps on that loose puck and evens this game at 1. It's number 6 on the year for Cartier. There's that pushback early here in the second from the Rangers.
His third goal after coming over from Seattle, where he was waived on February the 27th. So if you're Mike Sullivan, you love that start to the second period as we get another whistle.
Well, JT Miller had the best chance in the first for the Rangers, and he had a huge hand in this opening shift right there. After he won the wall a couple of different times, he was under a double team, and then Cartier took full advantage of that. There was no one on him. Found alone in the slot for a fraction of a second. That's all it took to beat Comrie.
Cartier, like the Winnipeg head coach Scott O'Neill from Kingston, draws this one even. Maybe some inspiration for the Rangers too after that goal. Trocheck brings it in. Spins away from Iafallo. Gavrikov shot stopped by Comrie, and he pounces on it with Radish hanging out in front of the net.
The Jets have been much better the last couple of games as far as giving up goals in the first 2 minutes of a period. They were on a stretch a couple of games ago, 8 games straight with a goal against in the first 2 minutes of a period, and here inside a minute, the Rangers able to get their first of the game, and then a bump-up shift, the shift following a goal for a shot to the net and more action. Comrie smothers that one.
Mentioned off the top, Comrie 5-0 in his last 5 games. So Miller, at least for now, the only assist on that goal. It came in 41 seconds. Cartier rang the bell. Fox shoots. Knocked down, rebound. Pionk will swat that to the backboards. Radish trying to shrug off Neil Pionk. Radish's brother Darren having an exquisite season with the Tampa Bay Lightning. And Trocheck stick lift. That allows Radish to pick it up. His pass intended for Gavrikov, but it's redirected down. Fox. He'll get the return pass. Fox with 36 points in 42 games. Shifley now. Connor directed it on goal. He got it back. Lambert is there. Brad Lambert back to Salamonson. Sandberg. Shifley headed off. That shot blockered away by Garand and out of play.
Well, there's a new look with Lambert on the ice with Shifley and Connor. This is a beautiful pass. Laser guided, rink wide, through traffic from Shifley to his best buddy. And you kind of stretch the opposition out. This is just amazing as he catches the Rangers all on one side of the ice. No geometry there for Connor. See if that's something that happens more often. Brad Lambert, just an overlap, I believe, on that shift. He stays on the ice with his line mates. Good chance, though, Connor.
And you like this trio, at least the potential of Barron and Roseanne and Lambert?
Absolutely, I do. I mean, it kind of put a couple young guys with speed on the ice with a big man up the middle of the ice. And like I said off the top, it sets them up for success.
Scott O'Neill told us this morning, we're still getting to know Isak Roseanne and what he can do. Of course, they got him from Buffalo at the trade deadline. Rangers back into Jets territory. It'll be Sandberg picking it up behind his net. Makes the outlet pass. Rosane knocked down by Mackey. Salamonson shot it off the glass. Well down there by Lambert. Trying to link up with Barron. And now Perreault dashing back. Perreault with a shot. Stick to the corner boards there by Comrie. As he directed that where he wanted it to go. Sandberg sends it diagonally and he couldn't get it out. Following up is Barron. He'll do the job. Morgan Barron, 11 goals on the season now. A disputed one by some yesterday when he went to the net and Carlson ran into his goaltender. Morgan has it behind his own goal early in the second. Johnny Brodzinski plays it ahead with Edstrom chugging up there. Kepke follows him and boards him, trying to erase him on the play. Brodzinski quickly back to Robertson. Couldn't get all of it. Fanned on it. And that's a delayed offside, so the Jets with a chance to get hold of it. Here they come with Taves. Met by Brodzinski. Taves shields that puck nicely. Blue line pass, shot by DeMello. Knocked down, it hit Kepke. He's trying to find it, and Nyquist does that. DeMello jumps ahead. Played it off one of the Rangers. Now Robertson, an outlet pass for Brodzinski, and they clear the zone. Winnipeg get the puck right back. Coming in is Nyquist. Takes it to the boards against Schneider. Whacking at it. Taves, that goes off the glass. And Brodzinski pounded there by Kepke. Jets get it back again. Pionk fires, and that changed direction. That hit Edstrom, who's been out for quite some time. And finally, the Rangers get it to center. Morrissey for Pionk. He'll turn and dish ahead to Velarde, who had that first period assist. Now Perfetti, he had the other on the Lowry goal. Lowry is bumped off balance there by Robertson. Perfetti is after it. Miller scoops it in, and the Rangers are in transition with Cartier speeding through neutral ice. Plays it to himself on the end boards. Connor Sherry back behind the net. Miller got there, going to skate on it. Centering pass, big stop by Comrie as he stoned Cartier from point blank range. Comrie's best of the day. Perfetti up ahead to Morrissey. He'll stride toward the line, put it in, and get off.
What a save from Comrie. Just making sure that he's ready. Not getting a whole lot of flow in this game. Good save.
Velarde. Here's Perfetti with a shot and a glove save at the other end by Guerin. A fine stop there.
End-to-end action. Both goaltenders kind of going toe-to-toe. Comrie makes it a really difficult save as JT Miller has had a hand in this game. Very noticeable backhand pass from below the goal line, and then the response. Velarde to Perfetti. And Durant comes up large himself. Really like the combination of Lowry, Velarde, and Perfetti. I mean, it gives you a real balanced attack. Great hands with Velarde. But the playmaking ability from Perfetti, and of course Alvin Lowry does a little bit of everything, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Tremendous first period for him as it's loose in the slot. Shifley smashed that one and may have grazed off the crossbars. He was teed up in the slot. Shifley that close to getting the lead back for the Jets.
I wonder if Durant may have clipped that with his glove.
Well, bang, bang play. And it'll be Sandberg skating behind his net and a little further with it. He'll wrist it ahead. He finds Iafallo. In they come. Iafallo sees it go to Shifley, who's ridden out by Schneider in this 1-1 game. Radish moved it to the corner. Cooley stops against Connor. Makes the pass to the slot. Shipped ahead, but Iafallo grabs it. Makes a fine play. They reload. Connor driving to the circle. And a penalty coming up as he was fouled on his way to the goal. So the Jets will have their second power play of the afternoon.
Good attack mentality from Winnipeg. And Shifley had an unbelievable chance earlier. Here's Connor. Not much, but a little hook to the knee, a little hook to the hands. Connor draws the second power play of the game. And here's Shifley, a little dish from Iafallo. And Durant clips that one. I think this one glances off of his shoulder, off his glove, and up and out. That's a huge save. Oh, it is shoulder. Shrugs that one off. Glorious opportunity for Mark Shifley. His team will go to the power play for the second time.
Oh, you heard Frankie Corrado talk about the one-on-one sort of attacks and approaches from the Jets in the power play in the first period. We'll see if they can change that attack here with their second power play, and they start with the puck. Neil Pionk shoots. Blocker saved by Garand. It'll ping pong back to Nyquist. He's got Lambert at the goal line. Brad Lambert to Gus Nyquist. Winnipeg looking to get their lead back. Nyquist. Lambert backs off. Takes it behind the goal. Lambert has Taves, who gets that pass and returns it. Lambert, nowhere to go with it, so he sent it back to Jonathan Taves. Rosene's in the slot. He's looking for it. He'll plant it at the goal line as Lambert was denied. They'll reset on this power play. Nyquist. Pionk. He'll wait. No shooting angle, so he'll dish it to Rosene. He finds Taves in the slot. Taves hanging on, fires it. Stop rebound. Garand made that save. Taves for Nyquist. He elects to give it back to Pionk with a drive. And that just skipped wide as Garand got enough of it. And the Rangers clear the zone.
Well, that's an excellent job again from the second power play unit. Brad Lambert had a sneaky release on the backhand to start it. He goes to the middle of the ice. Nearly clipped that one in. Good pressure from Winnipeg.
Now with speed, it's Connor as the first unit gets on. Drop pass to Shifley. On for Perfetti. He'll stop at the half boards. Morrissey to Velarde. That's moved again to Connor. To the net is Perfetti. Connor. Velarde shoots and scores! Gabriel Velarde ties his single season high with his 27th. The Jets score in the power play, and it's 2-1 Winnipeg.
Oh, you talk about pouring it on. And the second unit comes on, and they spend the entire time in the offensive zone. They earn a few different chances, and then they hand it off to the top power play unit. Look at this pass from Connor. Perfetti kind of drives into the deep ice. That opens up a little pocket for Velarde. And look at that right there. Perfetti through your screen. Velarde in his one-timer. Doesn't miss very many times from there. 2 points for Velarde in this one. Power play strikes.
That's his 11th power play goal of the year, and as mentioned, his 27th goal, matching last season's output. Gabe Velarde likes the lap. Connor will get an assist. He was held off the score sheet the last couple of games, and but Morrissey will get the others. We have a stoppage in play. With 6:55 gone, teams have traded goals in this period, and Winnipeg is back ahead by 1.
LinkedIn is pretty great for discussing the latest ideas. We cannot stop your brother-in-law from discussing his ideas.
I call it the swimming desk. It's work up here and swim down there.
We can help you explore new roles. We cannot help if the patients still don't know the row closest in the back. Yikes. And while we can't stop what's growing in the office fridge, LinkedIn can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
Hockey is here. The Spinoramas, here. Intensity coming in hot, here. The final playoff push and the Stanley Cup final. Oh, it's here, baby, on ESPN.
Don't miss the next home game. Be part of the home crowd. Join us next game. See you there.
Get a bonus entry and Save on Foods Score and Win when you buy Prime Boneless Skinless Chicken Breast. 2-1 Jets as Velarde gets his 27th of the year. Big 1 for 2 now in the power play.
An excellent job from the top line to draw the penalty to begin with and then take advantage of it. Well done.
Salamonson puck on its edge. He got it to Sandberg. Behind the net, Lowry. It moves along for Salamonson as he went to the hash marks. Diller, who's had a good first half of the second period, got it out. As they announced the Velarde power play goal, it's angled in by Sandberg. Mackey. Cartier. Relayed back to Morgan as he takes the pass. Gets the center red, and it was blocked by Sandberg. This time it's hammered down to Connery. He'll drop it. Perfetti makes his way in. Good pass. The tape of Velarde's shot is stick by Sex, and the whistle is blown as it's covered there by Garand.
Such a weapon, such a tool to have. Two power play units. Gabriel Velarde is in the top 10 in the NHL at drawing penalties. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele are up there as well. So when they're on the ice and they're drawing penalties, they need a breath. They're at the end of a shift a lot of the time, so you bring your second power play unit out to start things off, and you need to make sure that you grab early momentum. They've been able to do that.
Connor shot went astray. The Jets get it back. Here's Connor again. He drilled that one just wide. Iafallo to the loose puck. Back to the blue line. Jets finding their legs here in period 2 now. Morrissey will send it back in as they'll tag up. Because Zibanejad back behind the goal. 9 straight 20-goal seasons. The 9th overall pick in 2011. Morrissey. Pion. Shoots. Glove save by Garand.
Well, push back early in this period from the New York Rangers, but like we saw yesterday in Pittsburgh, the Jets resilient. They don't fade away easily, and they've done a nice job here again with that power play. Drawing it was one thing, and then taking full advantage of it. Both units spent the entire time in the offensive zone. The Jets got paid and once again have the lead.
Trocheck to go against Taves. Talk about two good face-off men. Trocheck at 57%, Taves at 61. And that's into the skates of Nyquist, and the Rangers will have it. Robertson dashed to the boards, and it'll be Trocheck carrying it across the blue line. Trocheck delayed. It was knocked away. Picked up now by Koepke, and away he goes. Robertson trying to close on Koepke, but he keeps the feet moving. Koepke to the net, and he forces Garand to kick out the leg. Boy, Koepke just took off again. We've seen that so many times.
Uses his speed fearlessly, doesn't he? Goes right to the crease again.
Now Fleury. Good back pass to Nyquist. He'll chip that off Trocheck and get it out. Pass quickly, though, to Schneider. He'll whip that to the net. Steered away by Comrie. Trocheck cutting that one, but DeMello stood right in front of him. Radish missed it. Nyquist did too. Radish with a chance. He didn't get much of it. It's stopped by Comrie. He'll get back into his net. And Nyquist will motor away with it. Gus Nyquist. A bank pass. You can see Koepke trying to stay onside. Almost halfway through regulation, the Jets have held the Rangers to 10 shots. Fleury all the way to the wing to Lambert. He could not pick that one up. Zibanejad put it back behind the goal. Lambert finding it again. This time he'll just wobble that one down. It'll roll the distance. That's icing.
Really good speed from Cole Koepke once again. It's such a weapon to have, particularly in the bottom 6 of your team. 3 points in his last 11. A shorty, his first of his career from Koepke. Look at the starting point there as he turns the corner on Robertson, who once again left standing around doing nothing.
Typical Robertson.
Just getting right in. Good work here from Koepke, though, and I love the courage to drive that thing to the blue paint. Good rush chance from the Taves line.
And really, only good things can happen, right, when you drive the net like Koepke just did.
Well, you saw earlier in the game where he just shot the puck to the net. Taves nearly scored on the nothing shot.
Gavrikov fires, and that is fought off. Penalty coming up here to the Jets. Pretty good save by Comrie as the Rangers look to get the extra skater on, but they will have their first power play of the day.
It'll be an interference call, I believe, on Hayden Fleury. You're right, Eric Comrie.
Winnipeg number 24, minor penalty for interference.
It's the first power play for the Rangers, but Comrie making saves. This is a big one, right, where he's being challenged one-on-one. Look at the confidence. He's 2 feet north of the crease. A push, an out to challenge, and gets a piece of that with his left shoulder. First power play of the game for the Rangers.
So New York with an opportunity to tie it. since December the 22nd. They're 29.8% on the power play. That's right up near the top, if not first in the NHL in that time span. That's 2 for 2 in Pittsburgh. Yesterday they had a shorthanded goal. Fox at the blue line, always good in the power play. He'll move it and get it back from Miller. Zibanejad loads it, fires, kicks the rebound. Comrie snares that with a trapper. Great save.
This is focus with athleticism from Comrie. I mean, he's down for the initial shot and just keeps eyes on this floater and snares it with his glove. This is great attention to detail from Comrie. You saw the save he made before the power play started. Save, rebound, and then right there, he bails himself out. Excellent job as he's down. Yep, you bet. He's been hot, man. 7 goals against in his last 5 games. Won them all.
And the turnaround, he had that rough time in Toronto, but since then he's been outstanding.
It may have been the game that kind of sparked him. I mean, he was not happy with the game, and he was not good in that game. And since then, he's been marvelous.
5-0 in his last 5, as mentioned a couple of times. The Rangers start this part of the power play with the puck. Zibanejad, Lafreniere is right in front. This is JT Miller. Lafreniere, pass block, shot Miller. That did not work, and Comrie made another good stop off Trocheck. They reload. Fox make the shot. Driven toward the boards by Kepke, who's got it now, taking off his bear. Kepke didn't see it, but he does shoot it now.
Continues, doesn't he? Comrie just continues to live up to the expectation that naturally comes when you play at a high level. He's been doing it now for 6 straight games, and he's made some saves.
Quick puck movement by the Rangers as they enter Jets territory. Turned over, and Connor's going to go one-on-one with Fox. Kyle Connor, little spin move. He's knocked down, but in the process, keeps the puck anyway. Somehow, he's still on it. Now, finally, he's dispossessed of it.
He's buzzing, isn't he?
Incredible stick-to-itiveness by 81 and White. Trocheck doubles back. Now the pass for Fox. He missed it, and the race is on, and Connor's got a break. Lowry's with him, but it's Kyle Connor to the net. Connor stopped by Duran as he didn't get a chance to pull the trigger the way he wanted.
Lowry bought time for Kyle. It was a 2-on-0, and Lowry just said, I'm going to run interference, give 81 all the time he needs.
Cooley drops it, so the Rangers get a break right there as Connor just couldn't finish. He's got a couple of shorthanded goals this year. Fleury to his feet. Back to the line it comes Gavrikov. Pulls it off the boards. Gavrikov to Sherry, and back shot stopped by Comrie, the loose puck. And played to the boards there by Dylan Sandberg. Penalty is over. 4 power play shots for the Rangers. They didn't score, but they look good, making Comrie come up with some big stops in the process. Still 2-1 Jets with 8 left in the second period, but a more exciting second than the first for my money. Center, Lowry looking to get it in deep. He kicks at it. Iafallo, that's swept away. Carried ahead by Johnny Brodzinski. Stopped by Comrie. He's been outstanding, and that pass ahead intended for Velarde. He'll scamper after it, but Robertson gets there first.
Anytime you see a goaltender make a save without losing or leaving his feet, you know he's dialed. Comrie is certainly that.
Pionk back for it. Said just a minute ago the Jets held the Rangers to 10 shots. That was at the 10.5-minute mark. They've had 7 since. Pionk rolls off a hit. Puck goes airborne, and Brodzinski, who just had that electric chance, gets it down the ice. And Josh Morrissey. Rangers changing. Long feed ahead to Cole Perfetti. He finds Velarde in flight. Velarde takes it wide and plays it off the inboards. Morrissey with an assist in this period. And there's a whistle on the play. Tripping call coming up. So when we come back, it looks like the Rangers will have another power play opportunity. They're down 1 to Winnipeg.
Right on.
LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Yo, who's got net?
The most epic dunks are at Wendy's this March Madness. Dunk a fry in a Frosty and see for yourself.
planning your family fun in the ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
That pallet of pavers. All this gravel. You had the right idea, but the wrong tools. Not anymore. With the John Deere compact tractors, easy to swap implements, and the nation's largest dealer network, these projects are finished for good. Because the difference between dreaming and doing is simply having the right equipment.
Look!
Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at an authorized John Deere dealer.
Well, a very different second period than the first. This game could totally be a different story if not for Eric Comrie. Back-to-back power play opportunities. Hemelash goes down. It's going to be Cole Perfetti to sit for two. The Winnipeg Jets hope. He doesn't like it. Josh Morrissey doesn't like it. They often don't. And it looks like Perfetti's going to sit for two for kissing. Or tickling. Call it what you want.
The old 2 minutes for tickling penalty.
Wasn't much.
Rangers looked sharp in their first power play, but Comrie looked sharper. They had 4 shots with their first man advantage. It'll be Miller against Barron. Barron got free late in that first Rangers power play. Koepke, not to blame him for anything, he made the right play. He shot it down the ice, but Barron was up ahead. Koepke just didn't know he was there. And Comrie calmly freezes 3 seconds into the minor to Perfetti.
That is the word, is calmly, and that's what Eric was talking to me about just a couple of days ago, and I asked him what what's led to the performances that he's been able to string together, and he says just to be able to calm myself down, and the more calm you are as a goaltender, the more you see. Certainly live in those words.
His 22nd game of the season. That's the most he's played in an NHL season. But Fox missed the shot. He kept it at the line this time. Fox for Zibanejad has a great shot. Adam Fox. Miller, slot pass. That next feed by Trocheck. He couldn't complete it. He wanted to get it to Zibanejad, but it's cleared.
Yeah, that was a nice job for just to kind of tangle up from Koepke, and then Barron on cue jumps in to clear the puck.
Adam Fox. Speed from Miller, who took it off the skate, moved it ahead, knocked down by Pionk, and he sends it right back where it came from. Adam Fox, 3 of his 5 goals have come in the power play this season. Lafreniere left it. Zibanejad picks his way over the blue line. Vincent Trocheck, of course, won a gold medal with the United States at the Olympics. Last one. Point pass. Adam Fox. Zibanejad. Cross-ice speed. That's blocked. He gets it again. Scores! What a blast by Zibanejad. A power play goal, and we're tied at 2.
That is a back scratcher. He can rip the puck for his 30th of the season. Draws into 4th place all-time, tied with Adam Graves with 280 goals as a New York Ranger. That was a bomb. Jets penalty kill have done a fine job up to this point, but an elite shooter. That's the default setting on this power play for the Rangers, and Comrie just not able to push quite in time. What a shot. 30 goals for Zibanejad, and the game's tied.
And 14 on the power play. Got all of that one. Nothing Comrie could do on that. So the Jets have had the lead twice, and 2 times the Rangers have tied the game. Comes at 14:03. Mika Zibanejad. DeMello inside his own zone. Gets it ahead to Taves. Koepke tracks that one to the corner. He beats Schneider there. He's put it behind the net. Nyquist patiently put it between his legs. Looking for Taves in front. Cooley will take that to safety. He's being hounded and pestered by Koepke. So he moved it to Schneider. Knocked into the zone by Taylor Raddick. Fox and Miller got the assists on that goal. Perreault moved it. Now that's splits Schneider and Fox over out of the zone. Schneider passes it to Zibanejad. The puck knocked free. Nyquist looking to shake loose down there near between the benches. DeMello strong on that play, and it'll be Nyquist on it to Morrissey. Under 5 left in the second. Morrissey kicks it into gear, makes that pass, and DeMello to make a good one of his own. Zibanejad served that toward the front. Collected by Perreault. He'll move it to the corner. Spinning and twisting with his left in the air, but it'll be Shifley away with it. Pass behind Connor, who had a short-handed chance moments ago. Now reeled in by Shifley. Here come the Jets. 3 strong over the line. Shifley tried to needle it through. He got it through to Connor this time, but he had his back to the net. Couldn't get a shot.
What an unbelievable setup from Mark Shifley. I mean, this is between his legs, and it's got some steam on it to find Connor once again in this game.
Fleury steps out to the front of his net. Chopped in by Connor. Mackey got back there. And now to the line. And out, Trocheck. Trying to dance away from Fleury. Did a good job of that shot right on. Is held by Comrie. Entertaining second period. The most recent goal, Zibanejad scored, and then Connor had a chance just after that.
Some places you just visit. Others you know.
Hey, how's it going, Evan? You're early, Danny. I gotta get me some of that ham for dinner. Well, wait. Isn't that Mary? Oh, mistake. Danny! Hi. You're early.
At Cracker Barrel, we're part of the family.
I know. Early. You're right on time.
Whether it's classic comforts or something new, welcome home to Cracker Barrel.
LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in to clip them. Now, with Bimzelx, I'm back to clearer skin.
Only Bimzelx targets and blocks IL-17A plus F to calm inflammation.
Most people got 100% clear skin, some after the first dose.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections and lowered ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease have occurred. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Start to get back to clearer skin with Bimzelx.
Ask your dermatologist about Bimzelx.
One game shy of 1,000 for Mika, and that's goal number 30. He scored a lot of them for the New York Rangers among all the greats. Adam Graves up behind the flag. 4th all-time now, tied with Adam Graves as a New York Ranger goal scorer. It's a pretty nostalgic list. Chris Kreider, number 3, and yeah, the history of this original 6 franchise. Mika Zibanejad now tied for 4th most goals.
Saw the Harry Howell number 3 banner up there. I see his name and I always think he was the last defenseman to win the Norris before Bobby Orr reeled off I don't know how many consecutively it was. He's a fine player in his own right, Harry Howell. 100th anniversary, yes, of this New York Rangers franchise. A loose puck reached for by Velarde. Now Lowry will pull that across the line. Adam Lowry at the Jets goal, the only goal in the first since 13th of January. And the pass ahead, intended for Cherry. Banked right back by Pion. Lowry zips it over. Cole Perfetti toward the front of the net. And now Perfetti scores! No, they're waving it off. Perfetti was in tight. I thought it hit the back of the goal, but you can see by his reaction, it is still a tie game. He worked some magic down low. Morrissey at the line. That twist, Morrissey somehow moved that to the circle. The Jets threatening. Morrissey played it low. Perfetti tried to give the Velarde a bouncing puck and finally picked up and lobbed it down the ice.
This line has been absolutely outstanding. I mean, the drawing penalties, attacking the net, the plays that they've been able to make, one of many. Perfetti thought he had one.
Perfetti with 9, almost 10. Pion plays the waiting game. Shifley line is on. Shifley is standing at center. He's wrapped up. He threw that in the general direction of the blue line. Schneider makes a partner pass. Robertson to Trocheck, and Schneider will take it. He's got momentum. He'll leave it there. Radish fired it cross ice for Cooley. That didn't work, and the Jets pick it up and come the other way quickly. Connor driving toward the net. Iafallo. Kyle Connor with a shot. That's blocked. That familiar lightning release. Now Iafallo behind the Rangers' goal. Keeps it away from Robertson, who follows him to the corner boards. 4 players there. Now Scheifele strong in the backhand pass. Dylan Samberg at the blue line. Salamonson shot. Goran made the save with some pushing to his left.
Good action at the net, and that's the price that you pay. Iafallo pays it regularly. Earlier it was Cole Perfetti who thought he had one. This line has been excellent. A little advancement from Adam Lowry. Perfetti in tight. Oh man, off the bar and out. Beats the goaltender. It's not the plumbing. Great chance once again from Cole Perfetti in that line.
Like we said, it's all right. Look at the next one. What a great look at it from our corner camera originally.
This was saying, I know how that feels, man. I mean, he got robbed a whole bunch of times in the first half of the season, Nyquist.
Should say, too, a great look from our corner camera. Our crew was here before the crack of dawn. Such an early start. We really appreciate it. They're doing some great work today.
That's a tough turnaround, yeah. Raced out of the parking lot in Pittsburgh yesterday afternoon to catch their flight to get here. Up early, you're right.
Helping bring you what's turned into a fun game here. I thought yesterday's was exciting too, and so much on the line for one of these teams anyway, as the Jets trying to just inch a little bit closer. They have not been able to make any ground lately in the pursuit of the second wild card spot. Currently occupied the Nashville Predators. Long pass. Rosen will take it in. Shot. That goes on the body and out.
Well, Scott Arniel said to us, you mentioned of it earlier, partner, just kind of figuring out who he is, figuring out who he is to us. And listen, as much of a big deal as we're making of Brad Lambert, and rightfully so, Scott Arniel has been able to coach Brad. And Brad's been in the minors. They play the same systems. He's been around. He knows his teammates. For Isaac, that's a different story. He's a young man that probably feels a little bit of expectation. He's moved cities. He's got new teammates, new systems. There's a lot to adjust to. He's been just fine. Maybe plateaued here a little bit over the last 3 or 4 games. But he'll figure it out, and he'll get quicker and more dangerous as he stops thinking and reacts more to the systems and all the new things he's dealing with.
Certainly is an intriguing guy, I think, for Jets fans. You look at him, you see that speed, and you can start from there. So over time, we'll see what he has to offer. Isaac Rosen as Perfetti rang it off the bar a moment ago. Lowry along the hash marks. Velarde's there too. Velarde with a goal and an assist, his 18th multi-point game this season. Dylan DeMello moves it for Velarde. He was checked right away. Cole Perfetti waits. He knew that Lowry was headed toward the net, but couldn't get it through. Pionk shot. No rebound off the Moran stop.
It just feels like when the Lowry line is on the ice that they're creating a chance every single shift. And I said earlier, it makes so much sense the way this line is composed. You've got the playmaking ability, the vision from Perfetti, and the size from Velarde and Lowry, who balance that out. I think it gives Cole Perfetti a lot to work with. They get to the net, they create time and space for him. They shot from Pionk in his second game back. That line has been outstanding.
This line's had some opportunities as per usual in the Scheifele trio. He'll pull that back and retrieve it himself with a minute to go in this second period. Schneider bothered by Alex Iafallo from New York State, Eden, New York, by Buffalo, of course. Scheifele went towards it. He had designs to fire that to Connor, but it was broken up and carried ahead by Robertson. Shot it around and played back of the goal to Radish for New York. Alone is front is Trocheck, who'll go to the end boards to collect. Cooley now for New York. He'll stop and go, but Scheifele leaned into him. That hit Cooley as he works his way back toward the point, then changes direction, placed it behind the net. Radish, Robertson shoots, stopped by Comrie, and springs to the corner. Jets have to be careful here and mindfully sharp as it comes to Salamonson.
That is a tricky little outlet pass from Josh while he's being checked.
Connor will back it up. So this second period that saw 3 goals, 2 from the Rangers, comes to a close.
16 shots on net from the New York Rangers, who pushed back in a big way. Eric Comrie, if not for Eric, this game could be different on the scoreboard. The Jets have still been the better team throughout the course of 40 minutes, but opportunistically, the Rangers created some chances and required some excellent goaltending from Eric. The Jets have gotten it. But a good one here in New York City. 2-2 after 4.
Hard change his advantage at scoring for New York. Gabe Velarde with his 27th. We will check in with rookie defenseman Elias Salamonson when we come back. Stick around. You're watching the Jets on TSN.
LinkedIn can't stop what's growing in the office fridge.
My eyes are watering.
I think you're making it mad.
Oh.
But we can help you grow in your career. LinkedIn is the network that works for you.
Look closely. When every line is considered, every detail refined, when design and performance come together as one, all you see is everything you want. The Dell XPS.
You want this so bad, go get it, I dare ya.
I want to thank my mom and my baseball.
There it is.
Find your ultimate playground at visitcalifornia.com.
100 years ago, no.
Tight one today in New York City. 2-2 between the Jets and the Rangers after 40 minutes of play. I'm Dan Robertson, joined by Jets rookie defenseman Elias Salamonson. Just give us your thoughts. What do you think so far through 40 minutes of play in this game?
I think it's a little bit back and forth. They have their chances. We got their chances. But overall, I'm pretty happy. But we think we can clean up some stuff too.
So your rookie season, your 27th game in the NHL. To me, you seem to get better every game. What has defenseman coach Dean Chenault meant to you? What's some of his advice been as you break into the league?
Yeah, he's meant a lot. He's giving me room to grow. He's got a lot of opportunity, and he just say go out and play there, and then have fun with it too, and so it helps me a lot. Yeah.
You played a lot with Dylan Sandberg, Elias. How has he helped you? Is he communicative? Does he talk to you a lot on the bench and on the ice and that sort of thing?
Yeah, he talks a lot both on and off the ice, I would say. So he helps me a lot out there, and talks to me on the bench a lot, so that helps.
The most famous arena in the world, Madison Square Garden. Your first trip here. What's it been like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome, I'd say. You said most famous arena in the world, so it's pretty cool, yeah.
Well, it's the bright lights here, and you're clearly ready for the bright lights. We thank you so much for your time. Have a good third period.
Yeah, thank you.
Elias Salamonson, he's going to be a good one. He already is. Much more ahead in the intermission as we step aside ever so briefly.
When I was little watching American Idol, I was sure that I was going to find a way onto that stage. This audition is the first page of my story.
I believe in myself.
If I could do this.
I belong here.
Holy crap.
Rangers certainly picked it up in the second period, and you see where we stand. Another tight one this afternoon for the Winnipeg Jets. And once again, joined by Frankie Corrado at his home in the greater Toronto area. As the second period started, Frankie, I said there's room to improve for the, actually, we'll get to that a little later for the Rangers. But how about Kyle Connor first? We talked about Adam Lowry deserving what he got here today, and maybe we'll see Connor score a little later. He set some jump this afternoon.
He has, and he's really found a way to connect even strength, 5-on-4, and then shorthanded. He's had good sequences all three of those ways in this game. And remember the penalty that he draws, because we will remember that later. They end up scoring on that power play, and he's involved. But I like the fact that he's moving his feet, he's getting chances, and with a guy like Kyle Connor, it's only a matter of time until he finishes those chances. But this is the sequence of events for him in this period. Move your feet, get to the inside, draw a penalty. Full well knowing you'll be on the power play, you'll have an opportunity to cash in. This was a scoring chance earlier in the game. Dylan Garand, who's making his NHL debut, standing tall on Kyle Connor, but then shorthanded, trying to force the issue, going down the ice, not just dumping it in, hanging on to the puck, seeing if you can create a chance. And this one for Kyle Connor, I mean, usually he's scoring these opportunities, but doesn't get the shot that he wants, trying to go between the legs of Garand. But remember that drawn penalty? There it is, coming back to benefit the Winnipeg Jets as Kyle Connor draws the penalty and then eventually sets up Gabe Vilardi for the nice power play goal, a much better power play than what we saw in the first period.
Well, speaking of power plays, I made mention of the fact the Rangers, since I think December the 22nd, are close to 30% with the man advantage, and they look good when they had opportunities in that second period.
And there's a little bit of an element to luck to this, because both Rangers goals are going to go off a Winnipeg Jets skate and then lead to the scoring chance. So, you know, the first one happens. The thing I like, though, is that Eric Comrie comes back the very next shift and he makes a massive save on Ty Cartier, the player who scores the goal. But watch the skate of Vilardi here as this puck goes to the front of the net. He's trying to kick it up to his stick, and JT Miller ends up knocking it right onto the tape of Cartier. And then after, Kyle Connor, shorthanded, he's in the right spot. The puck goes off his stick, or his skate rather, and then right back to the point, the one-timer for Zibanejad. So 2 goals for the Rangers, where there's some involvement with the Winnipeg Jets players' skates, getting the puck into good positions for the Rangers to score goals. Now an even game going into the third for the Jets. Win 20 minutes and go home feeling good.
Yeah, we look forward to it and look forward to talking with you again. Thanks a lot, Frankie, as we'll step aside and then Kevin will join us. Busy as always in Grand Central Station.
This little light of mine has been dark for quite some time. Then I let in the light to help see more of the light inside of me.
I needed more from my antidepressant, so my doctor added Caplyta, proven to provide greater relief from depression symptoms than an antidepressant alone, building on my progress without starting over. Weight gain and reported sexual side effects were not common.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about newer sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Report fever, confusion, stiff muscles, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be permanent. High cholesterol and weight gain may occur, as can high blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Help see more of the light inside of me.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck mower with Select Cut is the most powerful mower in its class, featuring an aluminum deck that allows for extreme blade speeds, producing the perfect razor-sharp cut. Designed for durability that's guaranteed for life. All powered by Ego's patented 56-volt arc lithium battery. One battery powers all tools. Find an Ego retailer near you.
Mom. Mom, I've looked into this. It's everything I want. Like a new way to challenge myself and do amazing things and make a big impact. I know this plan is new to you, but I know it's right for me. Hey, Mom. Can we talk?
Oikos.
Hey there, big fella.
Oikos is packed with complete protein to help build strong muscles.
Yeah, you know what's odd? If something's free, people just can't resist it. Doesn't matter what it is.
Wow, is that big shirt free? Yeah, I need one.
But what really baffles me is that people turn down free money by not switching to Geico. Customers can save $900, you know.
Oh, free bank shirt?
Yeah, it's not quite one. Excuse me, sorry, do you have this in extra small?
Oversized is in. Totally.
It feels good to find the right fit. It feels good to Geico.
Kalshi is available nationwide and lets you live trade against others on anything, right from your phone.
And that will...
Here at MSG, they've been having a great time, as have we, in this 2-2 tie. The Jets, after 40 minutes, win tie this year 7-5-3. Dan and Kevin back with you. We talked about in the first period that Eric Comrie wasn't busy. He gave up a couple in the second, but he was still outstanding for Winnipeg.
And he has been. He's been really good for a handful of games or more. I mean, he's won his last 5, and listen, you could argue that maybe he's been even better than Connor Hellebuck, with all due respect. I mean, it's been a tough go, and you think about the assignments that Eric draws, right? He's got the back-to-backs. He's got when the team's probably more tired in front of him, and you got to give him a ton of credit because he is fighting and battling. And in a period like that last one, I mean, the Rangers were opportunistic. They got chances, and what stood out for me was the confidence from Comrie to be able to be solid on the initial shot, and then his quickness to react to them. And then many times we see him, I mean, he's a foot or 2 feet out to the top of his crease. There's one of many examples for Eric Comrie. Over his last 17 periods, he's allowed 9 goals over 150 shots that he's faced. He's been really good. A lot of those have been difficult saves. This game would be a different game, in my opinion, if it not for Eric Comrie's performance in that second period. That's what you need from your backup guy. He's delivered.
You've extolled the virtues of the second line today many times for good reason. Tell us why and show us why.
Yeah, like I've talked about it multiple times with the balance. I think every line, when you put a line together, it has to make sense. You should be able to say, this is why they work. And for me, the answer to that question is that they have a ton of size, right? Adam Lowry's going to be straight line to the net, up to the wall. We know what Velarde does best, win the wall, but net front, the touch. And then the playmaking ability from Cole Perfetti. You combine all of that, and I think they're earning their time in the offensive zone because of that. Really nice job. You can count on certain things. You're going to start with the puck way more than you're not, with the face-off ability from Adam Lowry. And then when the puck goes to the wall, you're probably coming out of that battle more times than not as well. I mean, you see the combination play to the net that led to the game's first goal. This line has been all around it, and it's not just going to the net and chumming. We saw them be able to create off of the rush as well. Defensively, they're going to be stable. Every line is going to give up chances, but because if you're good defensively, that's going to set you up to play the game at the right end of the ice. They have been regularly now through 2 periods.
Still kind of chuckling off the reaction by Perfetti when he didn't score, leaning back and then leaning forward. He was frustrated, but if they keep doing that, he might pick one up in the third period. They need one as we head toward the final period of regulation here in New York.